You just lost it.
Guess what? Guess what? Hi, everyone, and welcome to Millennial Movie Talk, your favorite podcast for all your news, reviews, clues, and camera work. I am Alex, and I have to make sure there's nothing in my teeth or up my nose this episode. But hello and welcome to the show. And I'm joined with me by Michael.
Hello.
And Brayden.
Hello, from slightly further away.
They, as you're all well aware, they have normal camera angles.
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
No.
I
Alex,
feel like yours is pretty normal.
It's pretty normal. Honestly, I could probably get used to it if it wasn't, as you said before the recording, if it wasn't giving the baby in the sun from Teletubbies. Or I feel like the end of the episode we have to sing the goodbye song from Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yes.
Because Alex is giving the moon.
Hey, this was really fun.
We hope you liked it too.
Here we go. There we are.
That's
wow, everyone.
That's the end of the episode.
What a week we've had.
Yeah. I'm
going to be so expressive. And
yeah, you can't talk with your hands at all.
Well.
Oh my god. What? Alex looks like your standard YouTube thumbnail. Oh my god, it's so good.
We'll get this episode started properly soon.
Oh bless. All right, lads. We're down to Chris. Chris is sick. So let's get into it. What have we been watching?
What a
what
question.
What do you want to kick off with?
What a question you've asked.
The energy in the room is phenomenal.
What a question.
Oh my god. An award for cinematography goes to.
How can you...
Do you want to start with an award rant?
No.
No, you don't? Okay, that's okay.
Because I'm going to be fired up.
Yeah. Michael, you're watching the TV show that all the parents over 40 are watching. How is it?
Apparently. Look, it's all right. So it's a murder mystery about a wife whose husband got killed, and she thinks it's a bit fishy, and the cops haven't solved it either, and she sort of untangles the web of the rich husband's family, and exposes all their lies. Rada. At times it was really good. Me and Gemma chugged through this.
Do you want to say the name of the show?
Oh, it's Fool Me Once.
Oh.
So me and Gemma chugged through the show because I sort of wanted answers. Every time we finish an episode, I'm like, nah, next one, let's go. Let's get through this.
You did want to find out the answer to the mystery.
Yes. So most of the episodes range from between 45 minutes and 50 minutes-ish. Then the last episode's half an hour. They sort of just like throw the ending at you and you're done.
Oh,
Can't
Like,
take him
that's like-
seriously.
it's tough, but I'm working through it. I've got through it. I've adapted, and I'm
It's
all
just
good.
every time I look up, I can just see him. So it's
I have
British.
I have a 4K TV as my monitor. Alex is
Yeah.
no joke about life size for me.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
So it's a British Netflix miniseries. They call it 8 episodes. Yeah. So there's no one really notable that I know. I mean, I'm sure if you watch a lot of British TV, you might. The only name I knew was Joanna Lumley, and I feel like I've just heard that in TV shows, and people make jokes about her. But yeah. So
Poor Joanna.
look, they really get you in, like, there's a lot of things to follow here. Like, there's so many different avenues that they go down, and like the wife was like in the military, and then like there's this whole secret that she killed civilians, so then there's that whole part, and then her sister was killed a few months before the husband was, and there's just like a lot that goes on in this.
Sounds like there's a lot of murder.
Ladder murder.
There is. And she's just sort of like, the cops are trying to investigate this, and she's just sort of like on her own accord doing this all, and it's like she's definitely breaking a lot of fucking laws here. But yeah, ending bit disappointing, I would say. They have one character who plays like the wife's best friend from the army, and I was reading some stuff before, and in the books, his, like, because it is a book, he is a lot more, his actions are explained a lot more, but in the show they obviously wanted you to think that the murderer was him, because he's doing some, like, he's always just like lingering around and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's made out to be like this really weird dude, like you don't really know what his actions or intentions are, but like in the books he's just, because he's worried about her and the daughter.
Yeah.
So, and they don't really wrap that up really nicely. Like, the show finished, and I sort of just turned to Gemma. I was like, I just want to know why the friend was so weird. Like, he's just like hanging out the front of the house at random
It's like,
points in time.
who's this guy?
Where is
What's
he
his
going?
deal?
Who's this? What's his motivation?
What is
What's
his
his
motivation? But then, like, there's a whole conspiracy web of like the rich families, like pharmaceutical business being dodgy, and the meds are like making people more sick, and you know they're using their good old money to cover it up.
Love it.
And then covering up like all these tragic accidents that's like happened to the children in the family. But it does get you. It does get you. It was just a bit disappointing by the end. But
That's fair.
It's
Not to draw too much attention away from this TV show, but Alex leaning back in his chair really makes it a lot more obvious that your camera is on a gigantic angle.
What?
You can't really tell when you're sitting
Yeah,
there.
up close
You see
it's
the door.
fine, but then you go back and you can really tell.
Guys, he's just leaning back in his chair.
Oh man, I feel like I'm in what was one of those like in computer screen horror movies that you guys were watching back in
like searching.
yeah, like one of
Not
those.
horror
I feel
film,
like it's
like
one of those
Unfriended
sitcoms.
or like.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those.
Hey
bless.
man, I'm just trying to live
That's
my
about
life
it.
one Dutch
About
shit
it.
at a time.
God damn.
That's
Well,
about it on my end.
at one point in there, I did think of a bit of incredibly loose connective tissue there. At one point, you did say there was a web of mysteries, and there is an actress who is going to feature in a film all about webs. That's right, Madam Web's coming out. Can confirm Alex and I will be at the screening in Adelaide.
If I wasn't down at Christie's Beach that day, I probably wouldn't be there. But it's literally on my way home.
That's okay. I was wondering why you even wanted to even agree to go, but
But
that
like,
makes a lot more sense.
it's free.
Yeah, not having to pay to go see it is ideal.
Big bonus.
Big bonus. But yeah, so we're gonna have a red hot fresh review of Madam Web when that gets live. No, Alex is not agreeing to that.
Oh no,
oh, you are agreeing to it. Careful.
It's extremely eager. Can you not
But
tell?
There's he's so eager. He's actually going back through an entire actress's back catalogue. And Alex, you're watching something starring the wonderful Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, I am one season into Euphoria, which is that HBO show that all the kids were watching like a year or two ago with Zendaya.
It's modern skins in America.
Not a happy show.
God no.
I learned that real quick. There's not many.
There's not many happy scenes.
No, and even
how many weird scenes?
A lot.
A lot.
Because I can't remember what moment it was, but Shaylee was watching it one time and I walked past the lounge room and I just sort of stood there for about 10 seconds when what the fuck and turned around and left.
Oh, I wouldn't watch the show in the lounge room.
No, that's a bold move to watch Euphoria in the lounge room of your family home.
No, I've come home and mum and Shaylee were sitting there watching it together.
Oh, that's a no. That's a no-go zone
It's
for me.
I feel like it's on the same vein of sitting there watching Saltburn with your parents.
Yeah.
I watched Saltburn with my parents. What are you talking about? Mom,
Would you?
Mom, watching the movie.
Mom, Saltburn's on.
Mom, Saltburn's on.
Channel 10 are playing it.
And Wolf of Wall Street's on after it.
And then they're just showing straight up porn.
Mom! Get the camera. No.
Jesus. But how are you enjoying Euphoria? I do remember, I think I've only seen season 1 when Michaela and I were watching it. But what are you thinking of it so far?
It's just like Zendaya needs to get off the crack. Like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, bitch is just on crack. Biggest surprise of the show for me was Storm Reed being in the show. I really like Storm Reed. She plays Zendaya's younger sister, who also wish Zendaya was off the crack like I do. So I feel like I'm connected to her.
That's an easy person to connect with in the show compared to everyone else
The crack
who's either
sister,
incredibly abusive or super duper drugged up.
Well,
man,
just you wait.
Oh.
So Jacob Elordi's in the show, and he's an evil man.
Oh my god, he's the worst human being alive.
Doesn't know if he's gay or not.
But decides he'll just abuse everyone in within his power.
Oh, he's just like he's scumbag. His character is like scum. His character's just like he catfished a do you remember this? Where he catfished the now this actress, she's trans, right? In real life. The main who plays Jules.
Believe so.
She's a transgender woman.
Yeah.
Which means born with male reproductive parts but identifies as a woman.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm trying to get there.
You're getting there. It's also a weird time to be talking about Euphoria because didn't they just cancel it?
Did they?
I think they did.
I thought it was everyone in it kind of blown up, so we're kind of like...
Yeah. I think it was on hiatus because everyone was really busy, but I think it has now been canned, maybe?
Nah.
I'm going to look it up.
No.
I thought it was.
It's been confirmed. Season 3 is coming.
Yeah, I thought they did season.
Yeah. They confirmed it in... God, watch this be like 2022. And they confirmed it.
Yeah. I bet it is. Come on, Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue, give me the goss.
I'm trying to find where they posted the photo of a 3. Where they're... Hey guys, look, we're really dedicated to our thing right now. Well, look, I'm trying so hard to scroll through this thing to find. Here we go. I found it.
In May 2023,
February 2022, they confirmed that season 3 was happening.
Wow.
With a post on Instagram.
Looks like it might be in 2026.
Well, think about who's blown up. Jacob Elordi's blown up. First of all, COVID happened.
COVID happened, and then they did season 2 still somehow.
Yeah.
And then the writer's strike happened last year.
Yeah,
The
actor
writers and
strike
actors
too.
strikes.
And think about it.
Passed away, didn't he?
Angus
Was it
Cloud
one of them?
Yep.
passed away. Sydney Sweeney's
God.
blown up as an actress now. Jacob Elordi's blown up as an actor now. Zendaya's just Zendaya.
Yeah.
So
Always has, always will be.
the realist. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore show, hey. It's not light watching. I think that's why I think Michaela and I were discussing when we finished season 1. We were like, okay, that was a lot of like really dark, depressing shit that was just like tough watches. I think we're gonna wait a bit until we even consider going back to it.
Yeah, so he catfishes a transgender female into sending softcore pornographic photos of herself to him, who she thinks she's actually like in a relationship essentially with.
Yeah.
And they're meeting up. And so he gets those photos from them. I think at the time of him catfishing them, it wasn't malicious. I think he's just a very confused person. But once he found out this person has the kind of credibility or the opportunity to ruin him and his family, he then takes what he has and then says to her, hey, you sent me all this porn of you're underage. I will send it to the police and you will go to jail because it's a crime of this kind, like in order to get her to do stuff for him.
Yeah he's
But then blackmail.
deeply fucked.
Oh, he's the worst.
Yeah.
But he's a great actor, by the way. Like,
oh, he's a very good actor because like I remember watching it and just every single scene he was in was just like, I wish this person didn't exist.
Did you see?
That's good acting.
You finished season 1?
Yes.
Do you remember the scene that he confronts his dad and his dad like have a little fight and then his dad pins him on the ground? He just starts banging his head and screaming. He's a good actor, man. He's a good actor.
He's very good. He's very committed to that.
Like we've got a few good years ahead of us with some young talent.
Yeah, they're coming up.
Yeah.
And hey, they're in great flicks. Like what's the rom-com that you guys just watched?
Oh, anyone but you. Anyone but you.
You got Anyone But You. You got Saltburn. You got Madam Web.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
What's in Dune?
Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2. Yeah, man, it's exciting time. I love seeing like younger actors like blowing up from new projects and stuff. It's cool. Yeah.
Dune Part 3.
I've watched a ton of stuff that I want to very quickly rattle off because it's rare that I've watched a bunch of different things, and I would like to relish in the opportunity to share some weird ones.
No, disagree.
Firstly, I was doing some work from home, and I was like, I just need something on in the background. Open up Netflix. One of the things that comes up is that Pokemon Concierge.
What?
Pokemon Concierge. Look it up right now. I want to see your thoughts on what this looks like.
You didn't watch it, did you?
It's I think it's like 4 episodes of like a 14-minute show, and so you can watch it in less than an hour.
What does this remind me of? Like
it is a stop motion animation Pokemon show, which is weird but incredibly wholesome, but weird.
but weird.
But
incredibly wholesome.
Like, incredibly wholesome. Like, oh my god, the Pokemon are so freaking cute in stop motion animation.
But
they're
incredibly
all like
wholesome.
Felt and shit. That's it. But yeah, it's just like a super easy watch if you want something for like an hour. Like
better
you can
or
watch
worse.
the whole thing.
Better or worse than Detective Pikachu?
Oh, not as good as Detective Pikachu.
Pretty good.
But the animation's really impressive. The style of the humans isn't particularly to my taste. The humans have a really weird design.
How do you think the humans would taste?
The Pokemon look like felt.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, the Pokemon are easily the highlight because they have done an excellent job with that. And like stop motion animation is ridiculous. Like, oh my god, what they're able to do is so impressive. But yeah, I just wanted to give a recommendation to that. If you've got an hour to kill and you want something very light, easy watch in the background, I just put it on the background and then I just would look up every now and again while listening to it and just be like, oh, look at that, that's so pretty. And but like it's got big like very very like baby's first anime vibes. So yeah. Then I watched Renfield.
Yeah, I couldn't finish this movie.
I still
Man.
need to watch it, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna watch
It just looks so like fake.
It is it's as though someone was playing a video game and they modded in I imagine Dan does this. Shout out to Dan, who's one of my co-workers and runs TerraVision Horror Podcast with Jen.
No
Dan's
shout
the
out
type
to
of
Dan.
Dan's the type of person who a video game could be really violent and Dan would mod it to be more violent. That's that's how I would describe Renfield. Is all of the action is just like dialed up to 11 in the like stupidest ways. So like he'll grab a guy's arms and then he'll kick him in the chest and the arms will rip off from the shoulders for some reason and blood will just be everywhere. It's too much blood. It's a ridiculous amount of blood. It's silly. But I really liked Nicholas Hoult and Nicolas Cage. They were really good in Renfield. They were really fun. It's and shout out to Ben Schwartz as well, who I thought was very funny. Like it's not doing anything incredible or like original or brand new, but like it's fun. And how they take a story about Dracula and Renfield, but like modernize it through the lens of like codependent and abusive relationships and support groups and therapy for that is a funny twist on it. And then the end credits rolled and it turned out it was like co-produced or like part of the production was through Skybound, the like commonly known for comics, and like Robert Kirkman, which is like of Walking Dead and Invincible and stuff. Like
It's gonna point to it, but you can't see it.
yeah, can't see it. It's out of frame. That very, very tight frame. But yeah, I thought Renfield was really fun. And it's a real, it actually made me laugh out loud a couple times, but like the action scenes are just so stupid. So stupid. But it's a bit of fun. And Nicholas Holt's great. What else did I watch? Michaela and I have continued watching Hazbin Hotel. The last 2 episodes of season 1 come out this Friday. And because I think they've been doing it like 2 episodes at a time or something. But I cannot recommend this show enough. It's so good. The music's phenomenal. The way they parody and make fun of heaven and hell and the whole like mythos and mythology and the like religious stories and everything is great, and the way they twist that is fantastic. You can tell Alex isn't listening at all because his camera's turned off.
No, I'm listening. I'm just trying to reset a password for something.
Oh, fun. Yeah, Hazbin Hotel, I cannot recommend enough. The animation's really fun. Characters are super duper fun. As you get through the series, each episode, you get to learn a bit more about more characters. In the most recent episode, we finally get to see heaven and see what heaven's like compared to hell. And St. Peter at the gates of heaven is played by Darren Criss of like a Glee fame, I guess. Can't think of what else Darren Criss has been in, but
That's about all I could also think of.
Yeah, but he's hilarious. It's great. Heaven is seemingly completely ridiculous. And yeah, learning more about the other characters, like the supporting cast, is really fun. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough. I recommend people check it out. I'm keen for the final 2 episodes. The music continues to slap. There is a song in this, which is sung by the guy who plays he's a porn actor. and he's also a drug addict who's trying to work through all that, and he's in a very abusive relationship with his boss, and he sings a song which is just like, it's just a super catchy pop song, and it kicks ass. It's very good.
Do you know what this? Sorry, Brad. Do you know what this camera angle gives me big energy of?
Yes.
Is it gonna work? I copied and dragged something in here, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work.
Oh.
This could be super embarrassing for me.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah. No. Okay. Didn't work. Didn't want to work. Didn't. I guess I could just quickly do this after. So, guys, how was your weekend? My weekend was pretty good.
Your filler is always exactly that. It's the exact. I could copy and paste the filler you do every single time, and it's the exact same.
Nah, disagree.
It's great.
It's just decided not, guys.
Okay.
What?
Well, as you try to figure that out,
what's going on?
I also watched the second modern Western Godzilla film, King of the Monsters or whatever it was. Man, the people parts of that one are rough, but the guy, the white guy's funny. That older white guy who does the tech stuff, he's got some good one-liners. Man, nothing with Millie Bobby Brown in that film was any good.
Hey mate, it was the best I've ever seen. I've seen
yeah, you've seen them.
I've seen.
So I'm ready for a rewatch of Godzilla vs Kong, and ready to watch the new one.
Oh,
which I assume we will all go see.
Godzilla vs Kong, eh?
Godzilla loves Kong, New Empire, or whatever
Goes
the
to
shit
the shop
it is.
and buys a pixie stick.
Speaking of Empire, Frozen Empire, did you see the Ghostbusters trailer?
I did.
What'd you think?
Looks like a bit of fun, doesn't it?
Everyone's here. They're all back.
Well, not all of them. Some of them are dead.
Well, yeah, some of them are ghosts. They might bust them.
Oh, that would be sad.
Wouldn't that be in such poor taste?
Do you reckon it'd make him feel good?
Oh, man. I think they might feel bad after that one.
I like the Paul Rudd quote at the end. Busting. And busting makes me feel good.
Yeah, that is really fun.
Yeah, we must protect Paul Rudd.
Yeah, that does look good. I as someone who hasn't even watched the other modern one, I feel like I'm due for a Ghostbusters rewatch.
Aren't we all, mate?
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Like, and I'm trying to find this photo and trying. Yeah.
Oh, you got this, mate. You got this. You can do this. I believe in you.
Dude,
I also believe in you. I have faith.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's just
You gotta have faith.
There we go. It's still not him.
Alex, oh my gosh.
Oh, hey mate, you save something as a. Oh, that's not a JPEG file.
Oh my god.
Hey,
there it is.
And it goes.
That's exactly what I was expecting.
Was it?
Yeah, 100%.
I had no idea what you were.
It is exactly that image.
Is it not that energy?
Yeah, it's the Office meme. What's the difference between these two photos? They're the same photo.
It's that.
It is exactly that.
God, that payout was hopefully worth it.
I hope it. Yeah, I think it was. You know who that guy kind of looks like?
Who?
He kind of looks like if Robert Irwin was older. I hate it. It's horrible.
No,
oh
you
god.
love it. Don't lie.
Oh my
You're
god.
enjoying this.
Do you reckon I could?
It's... You gonna line it up?
Hang on.
Oh
no.
god.
I got my horizontal and my vertical mixed up.
Your horizontals.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like I never know what the X is and what the Y is.
Now we're talking to each other.
God damn. So you're about to kiss.
And kiss. Alright, anyway, that was a joke only for
the YouTube audience.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thank you.
Thank you for still being here.
I also watched one other thing.
Oh, okay. It's all about you.
Well, no, this one leans into. I assume everyone watched it. If not, Michael probably watched some highlights on the socials.
No, but that's the last thing we talk about.
Last thing we talk about
on the show. Wrestling's always last.
Okay, what else you got for us?
Well, thank you. Gosh, is this what you guys go through?
Asking.
Is this what you guys go through every week when I don't shut up?
Normally, you're the person who's watched the most.
I know. Well, hang on, guys.
We haven't got him started yet.
Guys, you haven't got me started.
Here we go.
I watched Thanksgiving again, and it was good. It was still a lot of fun.
Okay.
But Percy Jackson.
How is it?
Right? How is it? How
is it going?
Was it finale or?
Nah, next week's the finale. So one more. You got. Oh, sorry, this week's finale. Tomorrow's the finale. You got one more day to binge watch the whole show, guys. Come on.
It's not incredibly high on my to watch list.
Oh, why?
I've got so many other things I'm trying to watch.
But it's Percy Jackson, and it's kids.
I didn't grow up with Percy Jackson. Sorry, mate. I grew up with Aragon.
Oh, so that explains a lot. You had one movie, Brayden, it was shit.
One movie. It was so dog shit.
We had two movies. They were shit. But now we're getting a good show.
At least you had two.
Yeah. It shows there's hope. There's hope.
I thought there was something about an Aragon show a while ago, but maybe I'm just making that up.
Seems like the type of thing that they would just like option at some point.
Got my...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Look at it. Which book's that? The third?
Second one. I've had a busy week. I've also got a hard copy of the second one I found when cleaning out.
Adorable.
I've got hard copies of all of them but the first one. I think I said that the other week.
I have sold so many of those books over my time at working in a bookshop.
Yeah, but Brayden, do the covers look like this, man? This is old school. This is the old person. Cover. Oh.
Yeah. I remember selling them as they ran those out and did new covers.
Yeah.
I was not making things up. There was apparently a Aragon show that was in development, but then due to the strikes, it has been.
Hey, classic.
Yeah, get fucked.
I knew I saw something about it somewhere.
Aragon, the cursed film.
You know, it didn't get cancelled. Percy Jackson.
Hell yeah, it's here.
Show's still good. Excited for it. Excited to see how they do the ending. Excited for season 2. And yeah, everything. It's going to be a bit of fun. Excited to see how they handle some things. Because like the original movies didn't put in the main villain at all. Anyway. And yeah, it's pretty wild that those movies sucked so bad. But the show's great, and I hope the show continues to be great. And we met Hades this week, and Hades was a bit of fun. And next week we get to see more of Edge, and I'm excited to see more of Edge.
Hell yeah. The rated R superstar.
That's him, Adam Copeland. Not Edge anymore. He's Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar.
Is Hades any particular face that we would recognize, or?
Nah, not really.
Nah.
I'm interested to see what happened because I looked at the cast list and the guy that plays Zeus was the guy from John Wick that died in real life. You know the guy that played his like the concierge? Yeah, him. So
Lance Reddick.
Yeah. He plays Zeus. Great casting by the way for Zeus.
Yeah, that's awesome casting.
So
that's sad.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what they do next season.
That's tough. Yeah, I haven't seen any news on what they're doing for because he was the current big bad guy in Legend of Vox Machina, the Critical Role animated series on Amazon. And yeah, like
that's an easier one to get away with just because it's a voice role.
Yeah, it's a voice role, so it's like okay, you can kind of just change it out and like pay homage and whatever, but like still rough. God damn. This episode is brought to you by Yeti.
I turned so it was the right way up.
Yeah, I respect that.
Thanks.
Brand loyalty right there.
I gotta get my big Yeti out too. I've got 2 Yetis.
Oh, he's got a big Yeti.
I got a big Yeti.
Big Yeti.
Not a small Yeti. It's a red one. I got a big red.
Oh, he's got a big red Yeti.
I got a big red Yeti.
It is a bit. It can confirm it is a big red Yeti.
It's a big red Yeti.
Alex,
Michael,
have you shown?
I've shown Michael my big red
your
Yeti.
big red Yeti.
Yeah, not the small blue
I've seen
Yeti.
his big red.
Not the small
God,
blue
no,
Yeti.
I've seen the big red one.
God damn.
Just felt it.
Oh,
I've been graced with the big red presents.
what you two do in your free time, that's up to you.
Just stare at my big red Yeti.
Just stay safe.
Come on,
I can pull it out and
We're all
show.
doing it.
I can pull it out.
No, we're live on YouTube. You can't do that.
Oh, you know.
God damn.
There we go.
Damn.
The
Anyway,
stream can conveniently cut out.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Anyway, what else have I been watching? I've been playing. I think we're really up to WWE. I have the chance to watch Aquaman right now. I have a founder on the gutter.
It washed up in the shore.
Washed up in the shore, and I haven't watched it yet.
I wouldn't recommend it.
But it's free, so
I know, and I still wouldn't. Okay, Alex, if you really want to at least have the closure of watching the DCU die with a whimper, then go for it.
How much is Amber Heard in it?
Not it's more than you expect,
Right.
but not much.
Right.
She's literally given the role of housewife, and
Good. You know what?
and
Good.
no, Alex, no, and also like Queen of Atlantis. So like she's there quite a lot, but then like super not actually involved in anything really.
How many beds she poop on?
No, actually, if you love piss jokes and drinking piss, Aquaman 2 is the film for you.
Yes.
Because Jason Momoa gets piss in his mouth. Not once, not twice. 3 or more times.
It's
from what I can
the
remember.
rule of 3 comedy.
Rule of 3.
They fly now. They fly now.
He gets
They
piss in
fly
his
now.
mouth, and then he gets piss in his mouth again, and then but on the second time he's dodging it, and then Amber Heard deliberately makes the piss go in his mouth. Man, this film out of context is something else.
It's the child. I know. It's their baby, right?
Yeah, and then the third one is octopus piss, octopus.
Oh.
And then I'm pretty sure there's another piss joke in there.
Oh, so a lot of
Lot of piss.
Anyway.
Yeah, honestly, put it on in the background while you do something else. That's all you need.
I can't believe I haven't watched anything else this week. Surely I
wild.
have, right? Percy Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's just been Percy
You
Jackson.
Playing anything?
Yeah, but nothing interesting. Like just 2K and WWE. I have to separate them because I call them both 2K.
Yeah, I was gonna say they are both 2K.
So I've been playing both.
Nice. You're getting prepped for the new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, let's get into it.
Was in the worst match of the card, but
It's bless. Okay, let's talk about it. 5 minutes in the ring. That'll definitely be more than 5 minutes, probably.
well, man, only 38 minutes into a show. We can,
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Leave it out. Someone's gonna have some.
Watched the Royal Rumble.
Anyone watch the Rumble live?
I watched it
Cowards.
a couple hours later.
Cowards.
I watched it a couple hours later, and and because of that, immediately got a spoiler when I opened up Instagram, forgetting
Can't
that
watch
it was
it.
on.
Can't watch. You can't watch it. Late.
Can't open social media for
can't do it.
until you watched it
Because WWE posts the winners with big photos.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
I opened Instagram. And the first thing I saw was "Congrats, Bailey," and I was like, "Oh, well, that takes out all the excitement of watching the first Rumble."
Yeah. So, right. All right. Are you ready for this?
Let's
run down the card.
The women's Royal Rumble should have main evented because it was leaps and bounds better than the men's Royal Rumble.
It was so good.
Ooh.
It was so good.
So Naomi coming out and making her big return at number 2 when her and Sasha left about almost 2 years ago from WWE. I was watching WWE when she left, and now she's back.
Wow, that's fun.
So her
So
and Sasha.
you had an actual connection there.
Yeah, because her and Sasha were women's tag team champs when I first started watching again. And while they were champs, Vince McMahon wanted to have them feud against each other while still having the tag team championships. And they thought that was the dumbest thing in the world. So they left the belts on the table and left and quit. And that was it.
Damn straight. It's almost like that guy was a psycho.
It's also like guy shit on people's heads and was a part of sex trafficking.
Yeah, crazy.
Anyway,
we don't like him.
Maybe there was another person in WWE that's part of that. It's Brock Lesnar. That's why he wasn't at the Rumble this week.
Checks out.
Anyway, so the women's Royal Rumble where Naomi came back. We also had the TNA champion come out. Which was, I forget what her actual championship name. Her name's Jordan Grace.
Grace, yeah.
Jordan Grace was that's a forbidden
Knockouts
door.
Champion.
She's a TNA
champion.
That is a forbidden door. That is WWE working with another wrestling promotion. That does not happen.
Yeah.
And that truly shows that Vince is gone.
Yeah, Vince is proper gone. Triple H is here to make money.
Yeah, so Jordan Grace also was great. She looked amazing. And yeah, I'm very happy that we're doing these collaborations now. I really hope one day.
Fun.
Yeah, I really hope we get like maybe a full on, because AEW, which you cannot say in WWE, they have their own pay-per-view that they do with New Japan Wrestling every year called Forbidden Door. It's awesome. They've got some like amazing matches they do with that. And the dream one day is for AEW and WWE to put all this shit aside and work together and give us one of those. But you know,
yeah, just once a year, collaborate, one big event.
Yeah,
crazy.
So
much money.
Biggest thing to talk about here, the debut of Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
If there was any way to make someone look like a megastar, it's solo eliminating Nia Jax, which was incredible.
After setting up, like, for any newcomers, like, watching randomly, being like, hey, look, Nia Jax is terrifying and giant and...
Brayden, she's an irresistible force.
Oh my god. Everyone in the ring... I
could resist her.
All trying to... same. She doesn't seem nice. But also she hurt people. But
hurt people, man.
Yeah, but
Becky Lynch
showing off how tough and strong she was by no one being able to eliminate her when they're all working together, and then having Jade come
Cargill.
out and just fucking like deadlift her almost.
Oh, and then we got the Bianca and Jade stare down. That's our Mania match.
Yeah, that'll be so fun.
It's gonna be good. Also, there was one person who was the highlight of the night, consistently throughout the night, and his name is R-Truth. R-Truth coming out in the Women's Royal Rumble, thinking it was the Men's Royal Rumble, getting thrown out by Nia Jax, and R-Truth turning around to Adam Pearce and being like, "You're telling me those are all women in there?" And then Valhalla immediately getting eliminated straight after.
Yeah, within like seconds.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Very funny.
Oh my god, he was very funny.
And then in the Men's Rumble when he came out for the hot tag, thinking it was a tag match, and got
that. Dude, that made me actually laugh out loud.
Yeah.
And like,
it was no. Do you know what it is? It's him getting on the thing, looking at Dom, and then going, "Oh, you can't see my arm," but then putting his arm out for the tag. It's so funny. And
like he's holding.
And then they do it, and everyone goes mental.
Yeah, because that was the best part. That if they hadn't actually done it, it would have just been a funny joke. Yeah. But because they actually built up all the tension of a tag,
R-Truth getting everyone hyped. Anyway, getting ahead of ourselves.
So funny.
Women's Rumble was really good. Liv Morgan returned from injury at number 30. Jade Cargill at 28. I can't remember who's 29. But yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Bailey entering at 2.
Tiffany Stratton.
We got We got the main. You've seen
Tiffy time.
Tiffany Stratton,
Tiffy
who needs to be on the main roster because she is incredible. And I thought
she was great.
Yeah, I thought she had a really good showing as well. And yeah, if people are gonna watch her NXT No Mercy match against Becky Lynch, that's an incredible match.
Oh, is that who Becky fought?
Yeah,
Ooh.
in NXT, and it's great match. Both she's fantastic, and she's gonna be a star.
That's awesome.
Jade Cargill also now is just the best. So cool. What a great way to show her. Bailey entering at number 3 and winning, beating Rhea Ripley's record from last year. Awesome.
This is very fun.
And Bailey winning. Correct choice. As soon as Becky got thrown, it was either Becky or Bailey that were winning this. And as soon as Becky got thrown out, it was like Bailey's winning, and I enjoyed that. Like Bailey just won, just like Cargill. It took 3 people to eliminate Cargill, and then she quickly kicked out Liv Morgan.
Yeah, just like as quick as possible.
Perfect.
Playing into it as that sort of like getting those really like quick cheeky eliminations was really fun.
People mad that Sasha Banks wasn't 30, but that's fine. It was still a great. People are always going to be mad when it's Rumble and people don't get the surprise that they wanted. And I'm very happy that Bailey won because she seemed super. When she walked out at 30, man, you knew she was winning. She had the biggest smile on her face. She couldn't hide it.
So good.
And then after the Women's Rumble, we had the Fatal 4-Way. Now, I feel like what was really disappointing about the whole in essence the whole show was that we all thought, well, if Roman's match isn't the main event, then something big is happening in the Men's Rumble. Because you put Roman second match, he's not opening, he's not closing.
What's it doing in the middle of the card?
Right.
What's going on?
Right, because last year Roman main evented the Rumble. It was Kevin Owens v Roman, but that's where Sammy turned on Roman.
Yep.
That happened at the Royal Rumble last year. So we're like, they did it last year, and like Roman just main events these. Because I think him and Seth main evented the year before that. When him and Seth fought, and Seth came out in the Shield gear through the ring. Incredible. Seth Rollins is the best.
That's right.
But so yeah, it was second match on the card. LA Knight, AJ Styles, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns in a Fatal 4-Way. Man, this match was really disappointing, and only for one reason. We finally had a match where there could be where we could have dumb pin breaks, ref bumps, and that, but it's fine because you've got 4 people fighting in the ring. You don't need Solo Sikoa to come in and pull the ref out because you can just have someone else come in and break them up. It's just stale. It's boring.
Oh, it's so boring.
So Solo intervened.
Randy RKO'd everyone in the ring, and then Roman went to spear him. Randy caught him with an RKO, and then Randy covers Roman. Solo pulls out the ref before he can hit to 3. Look, it was fun, and it was like cool and awesome.
Some fun moments.
Clash of the Castle when it happened, 2022. Like, when it first happened, fine, it was cool, but it's getting too much now. Even because, and what pissed me off even more was that 3 or 4 minutes later, Roman just won essentially clean. Roman pushed LA Knight onto the ropes where AJ Styles is about to hit a phenomenal forearm. AJ loses his balance. Roman spears him. And
man, AJ sold that too, because I actually thought he'd like hit himself real bad on those ropes, but he did a great job there.
And then Roman covers AJ and he wins. Like, he won essentially cleanly after Solo interfered before. Which that's what annoyed me, was that you could have just had someone come in and break up a pin, or just have Roman kick out of that RKO. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where the second half it was just match. It's boring.
We're getting sick of it. We're getting tired of it. We're getting over
Hopefully they are recognizing that.
Yeah. I'm scared that WWE are going to want him to break Hogan's record now, and we do another year of Roman as champion. Can't do it. Can't do it.
God.
Can't do it.
That would suck.
I could do it if he rocked it, but it's too late. We're too far gone. Anyway, Cody win, please, for Mania.
They haven't. I don't. From what people say, if they wanted to do it, like it's too late to do it another year because they haven't kept it fresh. It's just been the same routine.
It's done. It's
over
boring.
and over again.
It's boring.
Everyone's sick of
it.
it.
Would be September next year where he breaks Hogan's record.
Jesus.
Anyway, and you're not going to have him lose it.
And a half.
You're not going to have him lose it at anything
In
other than
September.
Mania.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna. So if he doesn't lose it at Mania this year, he's not losing it to
That's a whole
Mania
nother
next year.
year.
It's a whole year.
Would suck.
Anyway, the next match was Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. Apparently, Logan Paul has signed a new deal with WWE that's going to make him more of a full timer.
Ooh.
Which gets me.
Because I was not expecting the end of this match to be the end of this match.
Well, I loved it because you got to have Logan. Like you can't bury KO, but you got to have Logan win.
Yeah.
And through shenanigans, Logan needs to be a heel, and he's got to win through shenanigans. And what I love about this the most is Grayson Waller and Austin Theory coming out to hand Logan the knuckle dusters, which means we might get a little faction here, which is a brilliant faction, by the way.
Oh my god, that'd be insufferable.
That'd
be so good.
KO got DQ'd.
After using the knuckle
so what
dusters
happened was Logan went to use them on KO. KO counters, grabs Logan's arm, takes the knuckle dusters off Logan, puts them on him, and knocks out and hits Logan, and then goes to cover him, and then the ref, who's got 20/20 vision,
two count.
He's got 20/20 vision.
Count. All of a sudden can see behind bodies.
They can see the dusters on KO and DQs Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens goes mental and
oh my god, heartbroken and then rage.
Yeah, raged and puts Logan Paul through a table and everything.
It was great.
It was great. That was a good match. And then I liked the 4-match card because the Mentor Rumble was last. And best part about this, and this is my favorite. This was as soon as it happened, I went, "They're gonna do this, and it's gonna be great." It's a tease for WrestleMania. Was Jay and Jimmy being 1 and 2 in the Rumble?
That was so fun.
That was the best. Their stare down and
what
then
a good start.
Yeah, that was a great start to the Rumble. The yeet and no yeet chants.
That's so funny.
Yeet, no yeet. Great. And then the Rumble happened, and I got a few big things that I liked. One, Bron Breakker made his debut.
Oh my god.
And Bron Breakker, man, his main event. I think he's going to SmackDown. And he looked like a beast.
Oh my god. Like he was so fast.
How quick was he on the rope, rebounding off the ropes?
The ropes. He was fucking Sonic the Hedgehog out there.
Yeah,
it was
man.
amazing to watch.
It was awesome.
I've never seen a WWE superstar run that fast.
Yeah.
Through a ring.
And he's a big boy too.
He would hurt when that collides with
He's got a great spear too. He does the spear really well. So he was good. We had his name's Andrea or Andrada.
The returning.
Well, he's an AEW guy. Who's come to WWE. And I believe.
I wasn't sure of the context.
Also, husband of Charlotte Flair.
I did. Okay, that makes a bit more sense because I did see on their socials a behind the scenes clip where she was oiling him up, and I was like,
her husband.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. And yeah, he was really good. He looked great. I believe he got signed to Raw today.
Cool.
So that was cool.
He was fun.
Yeah.
Dude's shaped like an actual V.
He looks great, doesn't he?
My God, his shoulders are so much wider than everything about him.
Carmelo Hayes looked good.
Yeah.
I like Carmelo Hayes a lot. Who else looked good? I'm glad that there was no real tag teams in this, except for Kofi coming out. There was no real tag teams, but you had to have Kofi come out and face Gunther. I have a little moment with Gunther because they're fighting today on SmackDown, which I imagine Gunther won.
That would be wild.
So yeah, that was good. You had your couple moments. Gunther looked good. I actually thought Gunther didn't do a whole lot this Rumble compared to last year.
He did just slap a lot of people.
Yeah, he chops a lot.
Big chops.
Cody Rhodes coming out at 15, I liked it a lot better, especially because he won this year round. I didn't really love it when he came out at 30 last year and won it. So coming out at 15 this year, a bit more respectable. Tell you what,
it feels like he's proved himself more.
Tell you what I didn't love. Two things I didn't love. One, we wasted a spot with Pat McAfee.
That was so annoying.
But
it's such a lame, cringe joke that fell flat.
I thought it was kind of funny. I thought Bron Breakker sold it well. Bron Breakker's facial expression when he was like,
you really coming in?
You coming in? Like,
because that was when Omar
he was on the
well.
He was on the commentary, wasn't he? In his
he made a surprise. He made a surprise appearance at the beginning of the show to be on commentary. Same thing they did at the Rumble last year. A lot of people think so. So people speculate that Brock was meant to be in the Rumble, but then this shit with Vince McMahon happened.
So people needed a spot filled.
Well, what we're wondering is there's two people, that could have had that spot, and one of them is Bron Breakker because it was theory that an NXT guy would take his spot instead. Or it's a Pat spot, which I'm not too sure, but it would make sense if the Pat spot was just quickly because it was so last minute.
Because it was literally just like, okay, we have a joke that we can do, and we do that, and that's the spot filled. That's it.
CM Punk coming out at number 27, best in the world. I was really hoping he'd win it. I think now we know why he didn't win it. So you had Drew. So then when you're down to your final three, and we're all just like, one of them's Drew because Drew hasn't come out yet, and one of them's Sammy. We all it was like, so we all knew Sammy was coming back in the Rumble, and we're like, but there's one more spot. Who's it gonna be? 28 hits, fucking Ricochet. We were so mad. Like you don't save 28 for Ricochet.
It's a bit like it was just a bit of a what?
Yeah. It was who is it? Oh, fucking Ricochet.
It was such a momentum killer. It was really weird.
And
hey, I like Ricochet. He's good. He's very good at what he does.
He's not 28. You don't bring him out at 28.
28. Was that after? And that was after CM
Punk. One after Punk. And then Drew came out 29 and Sammy came out at 30. I don't mind Sami Zayn as a number 30. I think if you come out as a number 30 and you're Sami Zayn, you should be in the final four though. I felt like he was a bit wasted in the Rumble and his return was a bit wasted.
Because it was mainly just about him and Drew fighting, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, because Drew was the one that injured Sammy, and that's why Sammy hadn't been on TV.
Yep.
Anyway.
So he's like, I got to Halula kick this guy.
Speaking of Drew injuring people, in the final part of the Rumble, Drew hit CM Punk with a Future Shock DDT, and Punk holds his tricep. If you watch the footage, Punk then holds his tricep and goes over to the ref, and on review of it now, it's clear man tore his tricep doing that. Future Shock doing that, and then ended up finishing the match as number 2 with Cody Rhodes, and we were all sitting there being like, "Fuck, he looks gassed. He doesn't look good."
Yeah, he looked rough.
And now it's like, oh well, he tore his tricep.
It explains a lot of why he was looking so bad all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because he was struggling.
Yeah, he was struggling. But now it's like, okay, well, there's your past. You tore your tricep. Which we think also he was meant to win, but because he tore his tricep and I'm not going to be able to go to Mania now. You can't have your Rumble winner with a torn tricep and not fighting at WrestleMania.
No.
We think
how big of a deal would it have been if they had gone through with it and then he comes out on the show tonight?
They just never would have. That's why they can do audibles. That's why Cody Rhodes won. We're pretty if not, okay, but pretty certain that CM Punk was meant to win that Rumble until he tore his tricep. So yeah, Cody won the Rumble 2 years in a row.
Finish the story.
It hasn't yet.
Finish the story, Cody.
Please.
Please, dear God, finish a story. Finish Roman's story.
Did love though him pointing to Roman.
Oh, that was good.
That was awesome. I
calling
love
his
that.
shot
That was a
immediately.
big fight feel. Like,
Yeah.
that match is going to be sick.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going into Elimination Chamber with no CM Punk, no Seth Rollins, and no Roman Reigns. I think you need to get on the horn and throw money at Roman Reigns to come to Elimination Chamber now. Otherwise, we're having no men's main event championships.
Yep. No, it's just going to be the mummy show.
It's gonna be, yeah, that would be good. And then we've got 2 chambers, but I don't know. Kind of wanted to see either Seth or Roman or Punk. Like, when Seth got cancelled, I was like, you know what? It's fine, because I get to see CM Punk.
Yep.
Now I don't get to see CM Punk. Now I don't get to see
Then
CM
that
Punk.
happens, and you're like, okay, but I do want to see one of the big guys.
Yeah, yeah. Sad time. Anyway,
well.
that was a Royal Rumble.
We'll just get mummy.
And I like Mummy. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, who doesn't?
She's always on top.
Goddamn. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week for MMT, Millennium Movie Talk, a movie, TV show, and WWE podcast. You can follow us on your podcast of choice. If you can, leave a review over there. That'd be great. Leave a comment, like on, subscribe, YouTube.
You got it.
And all that. You got to head, if you're listening to this, you at least got to check out the YouTube video for a moment to see Alex's face.
Mm-hmm.
And that abides for every week because
Are we doing this every week?
No, I'm just saying Alex has a wonderful face, and he's a fun person to watch talk.
What about now?
So we're out of focus. Wonderful. That's it. Yeah, award for cinematography this week goes to Alex. Wonderful job. Well done. And you can catch us next week when I'm sure we'll have plenty more to talk about. Book it in your calendar. Madam Web's coming up.
Want to
We'll
see it in the
review it.
calendar. We'll do it.
We'll review it.
Certainly will.
We'll do it.
We're going to say if it's
All
bad or very bad.
Yeah.
All right. And
I had a conversation with someone today, very quickly. Had a conversation with someone today saying it'd be really disappointing if it's just mediocre.
Yeah.
Like, if it hasn't got anything really bad in it, or if it doesn't have anything interesting in it, it could just
Yeah.
be And I really hope it's not. I hope it's bad.
And
I hope it's pretty good.
I'm Alex. As always, I'm Alex.
I'm Brayden.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out of here. Bye, Michael.
Bye, Alex.
Bye, Brayden.
Bye, Alex.